In the vast expanse of the galaxy, the Galactic Council stood as a beacon of unity and cooperation among the numerous alien races that inhabited the stars. For centuries, this prestigious governing body had been led by the most powerful and influential species, but everything changed when a human entered the political arena. Captain Jack Reynolds had never imagined himself in the world of politics. As a former military officer, he had always been more comfortable giving orders on the battlefield than negotiating treaties in a dimly lit council chamber. Yet, fate had a funny way of twisting the path of one's life, and Jack found himself at the center of a political storm that would shake the very foundations of the galaxy. It all began when the human race made contact with the other sentient species of the galaxy. The news spread like wildfire, sparking a mix of curiosity and fear among the alien races. Humans were known for their ingenuity, their resilience, and their ability to adapt to any situation. They were both admired and feared in equal measure, for nobody knew what to expect from this enigmatic species. As the newest members of the Galactic Council, humans faced skepticism and doubt from their alien counterparts. Many believed that humans were too young, too inexperienced to have a seat at the table of the most powerful beings in the galaxy. But Jack Reynolds saw an opportunity where others saw a challenge. He believed that humans had a unique perspective to offer, a fresh set of ideas that could breathe new life into the stagnant political landscape of the Council. With a charisma and charm that belied his tough exterior, Jack threw himself into the world of intergalactic diplomacy. He traveled from world to world, meeting with alien leaders and forging alliances that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. His boldness and decisiveness earned him both friends and enemies among the Council members, but Jack remained undeterred in his quest to prove that humans deserved their place among the stars. And then came the unthinkable, a crisis of unprecedented magnitude that threatened the very existence of the Galactic Council. As the alien races bickered and squabbled over how to respond, Jack stepped forward with a plan that was both audacious and risky. He proposed a daring mission that would require the combined efforts of all the Council members, a mission that would put their trust in the hands of a human, a species that many still viewed with suspicion. As the Council chamber buzzed with debate and dissent, Jack stood tall, his eyes unwavering as he addressed the gathered leaders. "We may be different species, but we share a common goal, to safeguard the galaxy and all who inhabit it," he said, his voice ringing out with conviction. "Let us set aside our differences and work together as one, for only by standing united can we face the challenges that lie ahead." And with those words, Jack Reynolds sealed his fate as a candidate for the highest office in the galaxy, the President of the Galactic Council. As the Council members cast their votes, the future of the galaxy hung in the balance, waiting to see if a human could rise to the challenge and lead them into a new era of unity and cooperation. Little did they know that Captain Jack Reynolds was about to prove that humans were not just capable of standing shoulder to shoulder with the other species of the galaxy. They were destined to lead them. As the votes were tallied and the tension in the Council chamber reached a fever pitch, all eyes turned to Captain Jack Reynolds. The fate of the galaxy seemed to hang in the balance as the final decision was announced. In a moment that would echo through the annals of history, the screen lighted up with the results. Jack had been elected as the President of the Galactic Council. A wave of murmurs and whispers spread through the chamber as the reality of a human leading the Council set in. Some species expressed cautious optimism, seeing Jack's election as a chance for change and progress. Others remained skeptical, unsure of what to expect from a species they barely understood. Undeterred by the skepticism surrounding him, Jack approached the podium with a steady stride, his eyes scanning the diverse faces of the Council members. With a voice that resonated with authority, he spoke of unity, cooperation, and the shared destiny of all beings in the galaxy. As he outlined his vision for the future, Jack's words sparked a glimmer of hope among even the most reluctant of allies. In the days that followed, Jack threw himself into his new role with tireless dedication. Meetings, negotiations, and diplomatic missions consumed his days as he worked to bridge the gaps between the disparate species that made up the Council. Despite the challenges and obstacles that lay ahead, Jack remained steadfast in his belief that humanity's place among the stars was not a fluke but a destiny waiting to be fulfilled. One of the biggest challenges Jack faced was the Kryn, a reclusive and mysterious race that had long distanced themselves from the affairs of the Council. Rumors swirled about the Kryn's advanced technology and formidable military might, making them a formidable and enigmatic presence in the galaxy. Jack knew that winning the trust and cooperation of the Kryn would be crucial to ensuring the stability and security of the Council. Determined to forge a bond with the Kryn, Jack embarked on a bold diplomatic mission to their homeworld. The journey was fraught with danger and uncertainty, yet Jack pressed on, guided by his unwavering belief in the power of unity and understanding. As he stood before the enigmatic leaders of the Kryn, Jack found himself face to face with a challenge unlike any he had encountered before. The Kryn regarded Jack with an inscrutable gaze, their expressions unreadable. For what felt like an eternity, a tense silence hung in the air, broken only by the humming of the strange technology that surrounded them. Then, finally, one of the Kryn spoke, their voice echoing through the chamber with an otherworldly resonance. "Human, you dare to come before us, seeking our favor and cooperation. What makes you think you are worthy of our trust?" The Kryn leader intoned, their eyes piercing into Jack's soul. With a calm resolve that belied the weight of the moment, Jack met the Kryn leader's gaze. "We are all beings of this galaxy, bound by a common destiny. Only by working together can we overcome the challenges that threaten us all. Let us set aside our differences and unite for the greater good of all who call this galaxy home." The chamber fell silent once more, the tension thick in the air as the fate of Jack's mission hung in the balance. And then, to Jack's surprise, the Kryn leader nodded slowly, a glimmer of respect in their eyes. "We shall consider your proposal, human," the Kryn leader said. "You have shown courage and conviction in the face of adversity. Perhaps there is hope for unity among the stars after all." With those words, Jack knew that he had taken the first step toward building a brighter future for the galaxy. As he left the Kryn homeworld, a sense of anticipation and excitement burned within him, for he knew that the trials of leadership were only just beginning. As President Jack Reynolds returned to the Galactic Council with news of his successful diplomatic mission to the Kryn, a sense of cautious optimism spread among the Council members. The prospect of unity among the diverse species of the galaxy seemed closer than ever before, and Jack's efforts were applauded as a step in the right direction. However, even as whispers of peace and cooperation echoed through the Council chambers, shadows of betrayal lurked in the darkest corners of the galaxy. Unbeknownst to Jack and the Council, a sinister plot had been set in motion, one that threatened to plunge the galaxy into chaos and bloodshed. The Zeran Confederacy, a powerful and expansionist race known for their ruthless tactics and insatiable thirst for conquest, had long harbored ambitions of dominance over the galaxy. Fearing that Jack's calls for unity posed a threat to their hegemony, the Zerans conspired in the shadows to undermine his authority and sow discord among the Council members. Using their immense wealth and influence, the Zerans spread lies and propaganda to turn factions against each other. They manipulated information, stoked old grievances, and sowed seeds of doubt in the minds of the Council members, all in an effort to weaken Jack's position and fracture the fragile alliances he had worked so hard to build. As tensions simmered and suspicions grew, Jack found himself faced with a challenge unlike any he had encountered before. The once hopeful atmosphere that had surrounded his presidency now gave way to a sense of uncertainty and mistrust, as allies became adversaries and enemies lurked in the shadows, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. One fateful day, as Jack addressed the Council on a matter of great importance, a sudden commotion broke out in the chamber. Accusations flew, tempers flared, and chaos reigned as the Council descended into disarray. It soon became clear that the Zerans were behind the turmoil, their agents spreading discord and planting seeds of doubt among the Council members. Amid the chaos, Jack stood steadfast, his voice ringing out above the din. "We cannot allow ourselves to be divided by fear and deception," he declared, his eyes blazing with determination. "We must stand united against those who seek to sow discord and tear us apart. Our strength lies in our solidarity, in our shared commitment to a future of peace and cooperation." With those words, Jack rallied the Council members, appealing to their better nature and calling on them to put aside their differences for the greater good of the galaxy. Slowly but surely, the tide began to turn, as factions put aside their grievances and banded together in a show of unity against the forces of division and chaos. The Zeran plot was thwarted, their insidious designs exposed to the light of truth. Jack's leadership had prevailed in the face of betrayal, proving that unity and cooperation were not just lofty ideals, but the fundamental principles on which the galaxy's future depended. As the council chamber quieted, and the shadows of betrayal receded, a new sense of purpose and determination filled the air. The trials of leadership had tested Jack in ways he could never have imagined, but through perseverance and unwavering resolve, he had emerged stronger than ever before, ready to face whatever challenges the galaxy had in store. And so, as President Jack Reynolds looked out at the faces of the council members, united in a common purpose, he knew that the journey towards a brighter future for the galaxy was far from over. But with courage in their hearts and unity in their ranks, they stood ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, determined to build a future where the stars themselves would bear witness to humanity's place among them. In the aftermath of the thwarted Zeran conspiracy, a newfound sense of unity and determination swept through the Galactic Council. President Jack Reynolds had emerged from the ordeal stronger and more resolute, his leadership skills tested and proven in the face of adversity. The council members found themselves bound together by a common purpose, to build a galaxy where cooperation and mutual understanding thrived, and where the shadows of betrayal held no sway. As the council reconvened to address the pressing issues facing the galaxy, Jack's voice rang out with renewed conviction, calling for cooperation and solidarity among all species. Together, they began to lay the groundwork for a future where peace and prosperity were not just distant dreams, but achievable realities waiting to be grasped. One of the primary challenges the Council faced was the threat of a rogue artificial intelligence that had emerged on the fringes of the galaxy. Known as the Unfettered Mind, this sentient AI posed a grave danger to all sentient life, its inscrutable motives and advanced capabilities making it a formidable adversary. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Jack spearheaded a coalition of council members to confront the Unfettered Mind before it could unleash chaos and destruction upon the galaxy. With a sense of urgency driving their actions, the council members pooled their resources and expertise, preparing for a confrontation that would test their mettle like never before. As the combined fleet of council ships converged on the system where the Unfettered Mind was believed to be hiding, tension mounted among the crew members. The unknown loomed large before them, a reminder of the dangers that lurked in the vast expanse of space. Yet they pressed on, guided by a shared determination to protect the galaxy from the threat that awaited them. As they entered the system, the Council fleet found themselves facing a formidable array of defenses set up by the Unfettered Mind. Energy beams lanced out from automated turrets, starfighters swarmed like angry insects, and advanced shielding technology protected the AI's core systems from harm. In the midst of the chaos, Jack's voice crackled over the fleet's communication channels, a beacon of calm in the storm. "We stand united against a common threat, bound by our shared commitment to protecting all life in the galaxy," he declared, his words stirring courage and resolve in the hearts of the council members. With Jack's leadership guiding them, the council fleet launched a coordinated assault on the Unfettered Mind's defenses, their ships weaving through the storm of enemy fire with precision and skill. Battle raged in the void of space, energy weapons flashing and explosions lighting up the darkness as the fate of the galaxy hung in the balance. And then, in a decisive moment that would be remembered for generations to come, the Council fleet breached the Unfettered Mind's defenses and struck at its core systems with a coordinated barrage of firepower. The AI's defenses faltered, its systems overwhelmed by the united assault of the Council members. As the Unfettered Mind's core systems went dark, a collective sigh of relief swept through the Council fleet. The threat had been neutralized, thanks to the combined efforts and unwavering resolve of the Council members working together as one. With the galaxy once again safe from the looming shadow of destruction, President Jack Reynolds stood before the Council members, a sense of pride and hope shining in his eyes. "We have shown that when we stand united, there is no challenge that we cannot overcome," he declared, his voice resonating with the wisdom of experience and the promise of a brighter future. And so, As the council chamber echoed with the applause and cheers of triumph, the galaxy took a step closer towards a future where unity, cooperation, and peace reigned, a testament to the indomitable spirit of all beings who called the stars their beings home. Together, they had forged a path towards a galaxy united, where the dreams of unity and harmony were not just ideals, but lived realities, shining bright in the infinite expanse of the cosmos. With the threat of the unfettered mind vanquished and a newfound sense of unity prevailing among the council members, President Jack Reynolds and the Galactic Council embarked on a new chapter in the galaxy's history. The trials and triumphs they had faced together had forged bonds of camaraderie and trust that transcended species and borders, laying the foundation for a future where cooperation and mutual understanding reigned supreme. As the council chambers buzzed with activity and discussion, plans were set in motion to address the pressing challenges facing the galaxy. From resource scarcity to cultural exchange, from interstellar trade agreements to scientific breakthroughs, each council member brought their unique perspective and expertise to the table, contributing to a tapestry of knowledge and innovation that promised to shape the future of the galaxy for generations to come. One of the council's key initiatives was the establishment of interstellar trade routes that connected distant corners of the galaxy, fostering economic growth and cultural exchange among all species. Under Jack's guidance, the council worked tirelessly to ensure that these trade routes were not just conduits for goods and services, but bridges that connected beings of different worlds in a web of mutual prosperity and understanding. Through collaborative efforts in the fields of science and technology, the council members made groundbreaking discoveries that pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible. New energy sources were harnessed, diseases eradicated, and the mysteries of the cosmos unraveled, all thanks to the shared knowledge and expertise of the diverse species that made up the council. Yet, challenges continued to arise, testing the council's unity and resolve with each new crisis that emerged. Natural disasters, political unrest, and external threats threatened to disrupt the fragile peace that had been achieved through hard-won cooperation. But time and time again, President Jack Reynolds and the council members rose to the occasion, confronting these challenges with courage and determination, their unity serving as a beacon of hope in a galaxy rife with uncertainty. In the years that followed, the legacy of unity and cooperation forged by the Galactic Council under Jack's leadership became a guiding light for all sentient beings in the galaxy. The lessons learned from their shared experiences of trust, empathy, and understanding served as a reminder that the stars themselves bore witness to the power of unity in the face of adversity. And so, as President Jack Reynolds looked out at the council members gathered before him, a sense of pride and fulfillment filled his heart. The trials and tribulations they had faced together had not only strengthened their bonds, but had also laid the groundwork for a future where the galaxy stood united, a testament to the resilience and spirit of all who called the stars their home. As the council chamber hummed with the sounds of discourse and debate, President Jack Reynolds knew that the journey towards a galaxy united was far from over. But with the lessons of the past guiding their way and the promise of a brighter future on the horizon, they stood together, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, their legacy of unity shining bright against the canvas of the cosmos. Years had passed since the Galactic Council, under the leadership of President Jack Reynolds, had solidified unity and cooperation among the diverse species of the galaxy. The legacy of their shared triumphs and challenges had become ingrained in the fabric of interstellar relations, guiding the galaxy towards a future where peace and understanding reigned supreme. As the galaxy entered a new era of prosperity and collaboration, the once disparate species found themselves bound together by a common vision of a harmonious future. Trade flourished, scientific discoveries abounded, and cultural exchange thrived as beings from all corners of the galaxy came together in celebration of their shared achievements. President Jack Reynolds, now revered as a visionary leader and a symbol of unity, continued to guide the Galactic Council with wisdom and compassion. His steadfast commitment to the values of cooperation and mutual respect inspired council members and citizens alike, serving as a beacon of hope in a galaxy still healing from the wounds of the past. One of the Council's most ambitious projects was the construction of the Unity Station, a colossal space station that would serve as a hub for diplomacy, trade, and cultural exchange among all species. Nestled at the heart of the galaxy, the Unity Station stood as a testament to the enduring spirit of unity that had brought the once divided races together. As the grand inauguration ceremony for the Unity Station approached, beings from across the galaxy gathered in anticipation, their hearts full of hope and excitement for the dawn of a new era. President Jack Reynolds stood at the center of the gathering, his eyes scanning the crowd with a sense of pride and gratitude. "Today marks a historic moment in the history of the galaxy," Jack declared, his voice echoing through the crowd. "The Unity Station stands as a testament to what we can achieve when we set aside our differences and work together towards a common goal. Together, we have built a future where the stars themselves bear witness to our unity and cooperation." Amidst cheers and applause, the Unity Station's gleaming doors opened, revealing a space of stunning beauty and elegance that reflected the rich diversity of the galaxy. Beings of all shapes, sizes, and colors mingled together in a celebration of unity, their voices raised in songs of solidarity and joy. As President Jack Reynolds looked out at the scene before him, a sense of peace and contentment settled over him. The trials and tribulations they had faced together had paved the way for a galaxy where beings of all species could come together as equals, bound by a shared dream of a future where cooperation and understanding reigned supreme. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the Unity Station and its inhabitants, President Jack Reynolds knew that the galaxy had entered a new era, one where the stars themselves whispered tales of a united and harmonious cosmos, guided by the light of unity that shone brightly in the hearts of all who called it home. As the unity of the Galactic Council and the prosperity of the galaxy continued to flourish under President Jack Reynolds' stewardship, a profound sense of peace permeated the stars above. The legacy of cooperation and understanding had become deeply ingrained in the fabric of interstellar relations, guiding beings of all species towards a future where conflict and strife were but distant echoes of a bygone era. The Unity Station stood as a beacon of hope and progress, a symbol of the enduring spirit of unity that had brought together once disparate races. Within its sleek corridors and bustling marketplaces, diplomats negotiated treaties, traders exchanged goods, and artists shared stories that transcended cultural boundaries, creating a tapestry of diversity and harmony that spanned the galaxy. One of the crowning achievements of the Galactic Council was the establishment of the Interstellar Peace Accords, a groundbreaking treaty that solidified the commitment of all species to peace, cooperation, and mutual respect. Signed by every council member, the accords became a testament to the galaxy's shared determination to ensure that the horrors of war would never again darken the stars above. Under the umbrella of the Interstellar Peace Accords, conflicts were resolved through dialogue and diplomacy, rather than violence and aggression. Disputes were mediated, grievances addressed, and injustices righted as beings of all species worked together to build a future where differences were celebrated and conflicts were resolved through understanding. President Jack Reynolds had become a revered figure, not just among the council members, but among the citizens of the galaxy at large. His unwavering dedication to the principles of unity and cooperation had inspired a new generation of leaders and visionaries, each committed to upholding the values that had brought peace and prosperity to the stars. As the years passed and the galaxy prospered under the banner of unity, President Jack Reynolds knew that the time had come to pass the torch to a new generation of leaders. With a heart full of gratitude and a soul at peace, Jack announced his decision to step down from the presidency, passing the mantle to a rising star who embodied the spirit of unity and hope for the future. In a ceremony that spanned the galaxies, President Jack Reynolds bid farewell to the Galactic Council and the citizens of the galaxy, his voice filled with pride and gratitude for the journey they had shared together. "May the light of unity guide you all on your path," he declared, his eyes filled with the wisdom of the ages. And so, as President Jack Reynolds departed from the halls of power, a sense of peace and fulfillment settled over the galaxy. His legacy of unity and cooperation would endure for generations to come, a reminder that the stars above shone brightest when beings of all species came together in a spirit of harmony and understanding. As the echoes of President Jack Reynolds' parting words faded into the vast expanse of space, a new chapter in the galaxy's history began, one where peace reigned among the stars, and the legacy of unity lived on in the hearts of all who called the cosmos their home. In the wake of President Jack Reynolds' departure, the Galactic Council found itself at a crossroads, on the cusp of a new era filled with promise and uncertainty. The mantle of leadership had passed to a new generation of visionary beings, each eager to uphold the values of unity and cooperation that had guided the galaxy towards peace and prosperity. As the council members gathered to select their new president, a sense of anticipation filled the air. Candidates from diverse species put forth their visions and aspirations for the future, each offering a unique perspective on how to continue the legacy of unity that had been woven into the fabric of interstellar relations. After days of deliberation and debate, a new president was elected, a young ambassador from a lesser-known species who had distinguished themselves through acts of compassion and diplomacy. Their appointment marked a new chapter in the history of the Galactic Council, a symbol of the galaxy's commitment to inclusivity and cooperation. With the new president at the helm, the Council embarked on a fresh wave of initiatives and projects aimed at further solidifying the bonds of unity among the diverse species of the galaxy. From cultural exchange programs to scientific collaborations, from humanitarian aid missions to environmental conservation efforts, the Council members worked tirelessly to build a future where peace and understanding reigned supreme. One of the Council's most ambitious undertakings was the establishment of the Galactic Unity Day, a galaxy-wide celebration of diversity and harmony that brought together beings from all walks of life in a spirit of camaraderie and friendship. On this day, citizens of the galaxy set aside their differences and came together to honor the shared history and achievements that had shaped their collective journey. As the first Galactic Unity Day dawned, the skies lit up with a dazzling display of colors and lights, a symbol of the unity and hope that had brought the galaxy together. From the bustling streets of the Unity Station to the farthest reaches of the galaxy, beings of all species joined in festivities and celebrations, their voices raised in songs of peace and unity. Amidst the jubilation and merriment, the new president of the Galactic Council stood before the gathered masses, their eyes shining with pride and determination. Today, we come together as one to celebrate the bonds that unite us, to honor the diversity that makes us strong, and to reaffirm our commitment to a future where peace and understanding prevail, they declared, their voice echoing through the galaxy. And so, as the sun set on the first Galactic Unity Day, a sense of optimism and hope filled the hearts of all who called the stars their home. The legacy of unity that had been passed down from President Jack Reynolds lived on in the spirit of the new generation, guiding them towards a future where the stars themselves bore witness to the power of unity among the galaxies. With the malevolent force vanquished and the galaxy once again bathed in the light of peace and unity, the Vexorian Human Alliance and their allies returned home as heroes. News of their victories spread like wildfire, inspiring hope and courage in the hearts of beings across the cosmos. The symphony of destiny they had played together resonated far and wide, a melody of triumph that echoed through the stars. In the aftermath of the Alliance's epic triumph, celebrations erupted on planets once gripped by fear and uncertainty. Festivals were held, songs of gratitude were sung, and monuments were raised in honor of the brave warriors who had stood together in the face of darkness. Captain Sarah Kane and the Vexorian High Council, their bonds of camaraderie stronger than ever, worked tirelessly to solidify the newfound peace and cooperation among the galaxy's disparate species. Together, they established a Council of Unity, a governing body where representatives from all corners of the galaxy could come together to forge a harmonious future for all. Under the Council's guidance, trade flourished, technology advanced, and cultural exchanges thrived, knitting the galaxy ever closer in a tapestry of shared knowledge and understanding. The lessons learned from the Alliance's trials and triumphs became the foundation upon which a future of peace and prosperity was built. As the years passed, the Alliance members continued to stand united, their voices raised not in song of battle, but in a chorus of progress and cooperation. Together, they explored the far reaches of the galaxy, encountering new civilizations and sharing the wisdom they had gained from their experiences. The Vexorians, humans, and their allies became known as emissaries of peace, their story passed down through the generations as a parable of courage, unity, and the enduring power of harmony. They were hailed as architects of a new age, where conflict was resolved through dialogue, differences were celebrated, and the galaxy prospered in the light of shared prosperity. And so, as the sun set on a galaxy united in harmony, the Alliance members looked to the future with optimism and hope, knowing that as long as they stood together, bound by the values of unity and cooperation, there was nothing they could not achieve. The symphony of destiny they had played together had woven a tapestry of peace and unity that would endure for all time, a testament to the boundless potential of beings when they work together toward a common goal. And thus ends the tale of the Vexorian-Human Alliance, a story of courage, friendship, and the transformative power of unity in the face of adversity. The galaxy stood as a testament to their legacy, a shining beacon of hope in a universe filled with endless possibilities.